Hey guys, welcome back to K Shaw Beauty. I know it's been a really long time since my last video, and I do apologize for that. Life has just been lifing. It's just been a crazy road. So I finished cosmetology school. What was that? End of November of 2021. Got my certificate and everything, my hours, transcripts, and everything like that. And I was supposed to take the state board within at least within 3 months, because it was November, so it was like Thanksgiving and then Christmas around the corner, then New Year's and different things like that. So I wanted to at least take that 2 to 3 months after finishing school to study and just make sure I know my material and also get my practice in. So man makes plans, God laughs. Basically, the beginning of last year, I ended up finding out that I was gonna lose my job, and a whole bunch of stuff was going on, and I was really stressed out, so I couldn't really focus on studying, and I didn't want to fail because I'm well, I have a job, how am I going to generate income? And yeah, granted, yes, I went to cosmetology school so I can eventually work in a salon or start my own business, so then that way I can generate income. But you have to realize I would be starting from scratch, and what I really wanted was to have my 9 to 5 pay for my 5 to 9 until I can make it a full-time gig. So pretty much that was January I found out. February I started looking for jobs. I was still employed there, but pretty much what they told me was my position was being terminated, and that basically I wouldn't be no longer working there, that by the end of March I wouldn't have a job. So during that whole entire time I was stressed because I'm okay, I gotta find a job. I was doing interviews, nothing was really biting, and then there was a couple positions within my company that they were hiring for, and some of them I actually qualified for, and I eventually was able to secure another position within the company. So it was that April I was able to start a new position in a whole different department. So from there I was okay, I can start studying again, but because I'm in a new position, I have to learn, change my mind and my brain, the way how I think and how I operated before with my other position into this new position, because it's a totally different department. So anyways, fast forward, the whole year goes by. We're back at November, so now I'm out of school for 1 whole year. Still haven't taken the test, but over the course of the year I was still studying here and there, at least 2 times a week, just reviewing over my notes, reviewing through my notebooks and in the books that we have. And pretty much I think it was November. Yeah. So pretty much the same thing happened again in November. I ended up getting laid off, officially. The company decided to downsize or restructure the organization. So because of that, being unemployed, I was kind of down about it. And I've been looking, and with all the mass layoffs that's been happening at the end of 2022 and even now in early 2023, it is now February 1st. And I'm just, I said, it's been 2.5, call it 3 months now that I haven't been working, that I need to kick in studying into high gear. And pretty much while I'm interviewing, while I'm applying to places and I'm interviewing, I might as well just start studying more, start studying more hardcore for state board, so then that way I at least get my license. And then if anything, if I still can't find a job by the time I get my license, that at least I can work in a salon and then pretty much do a whole career transition. I guess that's just the way how it's just gonna have to be. So the plan is that I was gonna do a series of studying for the cosmetology state board test here in DC. My plan is to do 2 chapters a day for the next 16 days because there's 32 chapters in the book, and I'm gonna be going through the Milady exam review book, and then also just questions from the actual textbook and our workbook, and different questions that the teachers would ask us while we were in school. So I'm thinking about each day I'll go over 2 chapters at a time to study, but also like, because I've been studying for a while, but I don't know the book from front to back, like in full. There's still things that I still trip over or I get confused, but I think this will at least allow me to remember and get more practice in remembering the material. But then this will also help you for someone who's getting ready to take state board or who is also studying for state board as well. Okay, so we're gonna jump into chapters 1 and 2 from the exam review book. And I'm not gonna read all of the questions only because I don't want where state board is like you provided the answers to all the questions in the exam review book to potential students or future students, and technically that would be cheating or something. Like, I don't want to get in trouble for that. So I'm only gonna do like 10 questions per chapter, and then you can do additional studying on your own. Just because I just don't want to have to go through any possible legal issues. And then also, although I know like you can find the answers on Quizlet and like online somewhere, I just don't want that to be an issue for myself. So yeah. So all right, let's get started. Okay, so we're gonna get into chapter 1, which is history and career opportunities. And I'm just gonna go over 10 questions. So the first one is, African civilization had a variety of hairstyles that were used as a symbol of tribal traditions and conveyed a message of age, marital status, blank, and rank. Was it A, political position, B, religious beliefs, C, power, or D, education? C, power. Which of the following civilizations was the first to infuse essential oils from the leaves, bark, and blossoms of plants for use as perfumes and for purification purposes? Chinese, Egyptians, Romans, or Greeks? B, Egyptians. The ancient blank were the first to cultivate beauty in an extravagant fashion. Egyptians, Romans, Greeks, or Chinese? Egyptians. To achieve a look of great intelligence during the Renaissance, women wore highly colored lip preparations, dyed their hair black or dark brown, wore plain, simple clothing, or shaved their eyebrows and hairline. Shave their eyebrows and hairline. During the Middle Ages, women who wore colored makeup on their ears, hands, lips, or eyes. C, lips. In ancient Rome, hair color was used by women to indicate personal wealth, class in society, marital status, or educational level. Class in society. The ancient Greeks made lavish use of perfumes and cosmetics for grooming, medicinal purposes, and religious rites, burial rites, social rites, or family events. Religious rites. During the blank, women commonly use henna to stain their hair and nails a rich, warm red. Egyptian era, Victorian age, Renaissance, or Middle Age? Egyptian era. If you were a middle-class woman in ancient Rome, you would color your hair blank to indicate your class status. Brown, black, blonde, or red? C, blonde. And the last one is Victorian women blank to induce natural color. Applied rogue, Pinch their cheeks, applied lip stains, applied natural ingredients. B, pinch their cheeks. All right, so now we can get into chapter 2. Chapter 2 is about life skills. First question is, short-term goals are those goals that can generally be completed within one blank or less. Day, year, month, or week. B, year. Which of these terms refers to the moral principles by which we live and work? Equality, emotions, ethics, or justice? Ethics. The ability to deal with difficult circumstances comes from having blank. Well-developed life skills, specific career goals, a fine-tuned smile, or a strong family unit. A well-developed life skills. All of the following are reasons why cosmetologists should study and have thorough understanding of life skills, except having good life skills eliminates the need for self-esteem. Well-developed life skills will help you deal with difficult circumstances. Practicing good life skills leads to a more satisfying and productive career, or life skills help you keep interactions with clients positive. Having good life skills eliminates the need for self-esteem. Which of the following is one of the action steps for success? Always strive to meet your salon manager's definition of success. Show respect only for those people who can help you in your career. Never practice new behaviors, or keep your personal life separate from your work. Keep your personal life separate from your work. Which of the following is one of the recommended strategies for effectively managing your time? Make effective time management a habit. Do not schedule free time in your day because free time is a waste of time. Always work as hard as possible, even if it means neglecting physical activity. Plan your commitments around your leisure time. Make effective time management a habit. Effective communication is improved through practicing nonverbal and verbal skills, as well as having a warm smile, active listening, talking softly, speaking loudly. Active listening. In order to be diplomatic, you should be assertive rather than aggressive, intelligent, sensitive, considerate. Aggressive. It is recommended that you study during blocks of time that would otherwise be wasted, such as while getting sufficient rest, practicing new skills, listening to your instructor, waiting in a doctor's office. Waiting in a doctor's office. When we pay attention to our blank, we can learn how to manage our time efficiently. Insecurities, cravings, inner organizer, feelings of guilt. Inner organizer. All right, so that is it for chapter 1 and chapter 2. Tomorrow I'm going to be posting for chapter 3 and chapter 4. I'm hoping that this time together that we'll be able to successfully study and remember the materials that we had studied that will help us with our state board exam. So thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time.